everyone, what's up? Casey and Brendan here for week 13 of our Smash blog updates. We have really big news that Brendan predicted last week.
Roll the tape, please.
Yes.
This is my prediction right here. I'm saying it out right now. That they're going to show off the Smash online support and other online game support. And what better way to make you want to buy online services than say, hey, we're going to make Animal Crossing for the Switch with online, and here to fight now is Isabelle on Smash. So as you can see, I called it all the way back then. I knew, you have to show off your online, and everyone wants Animal Crossing Online. And who's the most popular Animal Crossing character? It's not Tom Nook. Tom Nook is a jerk. No one likes that guy. I'm pretty sure he's in the criminal racket. Or said he's mean and crazy and screams at you.
But he has such a good weapon.
But Isabelle is like God's perfect gift. She is cute.
That is really high praise.
We have to protect her.
No, now we're gonna punch her in the face.
I don't know if I think I have to main Isabelle so that no one will want to punch me because no, she's too cute. I can't do this. I can't be doing this. But before we get to Isabelle, there were some other updates. We'll get there, don't worry.
And first we have the Koopa King, the Princess Thief.
Princess Thief.
Mario's arch nemesis, Bowser.
And Bowser got a lot of updates this time around. He was playable in the demo. We have some footage of, I think, from our Comic-Con battles with Bowser. He kind of has he's a lot faster. It's kind of like a running theme.
Okay.
But a lot of attacks are now faster. Some of his moves have been altered slightly. I think his down slash, he has a down tilt, which now attacks faster. He also has a new down smash that has both sides, where he does a claw swipe that actually moves faster, and it has more knockback too.
Okay.
Which is really nice. Have you ever played as Bowser?
Yeah, I actually played with him quite a bit in Melee because I thought he was just super cool. I mean, one of his moves, you can grab people, but it's not a grab.
Yeah, it's a grab into a belly flop.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool. And Breathing Fire and in Brawl, when you get to Giga Bowser, I mean, all of the characters that let you transform into a bigger, badder, more powerful version of themselves, I always had a lot of fun with, which is something I'm slightly disappointed with his Smash update.
True, now he does that kind of, I think it was kind of the Yoshi's Island thing where he's a giant thing in the background, and you can just choose a punch to slam people into the screen, which is a pretty good KO move.
Yeah, and that's honestly probably more powerful than his Giga Bowser form in previous Smashes, because in those forms, his moves were essentially the same, just slightly more powerful by 4%. It wasn't that much of an improvement, but it was really cool.
He also has an innate heavy armor ability where a lot of smaller attacks he can just shrug off. I noticed when we were playing on the demos that it was even more pronounced than it was before. Even more attacks, and those would just kind of power through, which is kind of dangerous if you don't have a big attack to really stun him. You have to be very careful, especially because his the side, especially you mentioned, that's actually a lot faster, and it has a new explosion effect when he belly slams them, which is pretty crazy. His up B, the Whirling Fortress, now has a bigger knockback at the very final hit of that, which is kind of nice. He has more KO opportunities, but less combo opportunities. I know his throws are now have a wider knockback, but that means that you can't really throw into a move.
Yeah.
Which is usually in most characters, either you're gonna throw into a combo, or you're gonna be Ness, who has very, very powerful throw attacks to try and KO with. So now he's kind of moved into that range.
So the strategy will be throwing people when they're high percentage to kill them with that one hit instead of going into a combo with it.
I also noticed that his down B, the Bowser Bomb, where he does the squat and jumps in the air, when he goes into the air, there's a part where he goes up and he starts going down. I saw during some footage that when he starts going down at that point, if he hits someone, that is a spike attack, a meteor smash. But the rest of it is not.
Okay.
So if you can kind of...
I hate those attacks.
They are, but it's really hard to pull off. It's kind of like the Link's down A, where you get to get the right point and you can just spike someone off a stage.
And you can always accidentally kill yourself by doing that if you
fly
miss.
Down very, very fast.
High risk, high reward with Bowser. Speed it up a little bit with most of the other characters as well. I didn't notice that much of a speed increase with Pikachu, but it did seem definitely less floaty than Brawl, at least. And next up we have Toon Link, who was originally introduced in Brawl, and is, of course, from
baby
Wind Waker. Yeah.
The other one is Young Link, who is in Melee. This Link has the Master Sword, unlike Toon Link with his Kokiri's sword, which means he has a better range. But it's kind of funny that they show how sluggish that sword is. Because all the Links have that down A where they put the sword stab. But Toon Link 'Cause it's so heavy, he just drops like a rock. And I also noticed from the footage we've seen that he doesn't have, or doesn't appear to have, that backward swing from his forward smash. All the Links have the 1-2 slash, but I don't think Toon Link does.
Really?
I think it's because that weapon is so heavy. Yeah, it was back in the previous ones, but I was looking through all the trailers and the footage. I never saw that follow-up, which means that if he misses that first attack, you can't follow up with another attack. Which I guess is nice because we've always kind of learned there's 3 Links now. How do you differentiate them? Especially the 2 smaller Links. We have, young Link has the fire arrows versus Toon Link has regular arrows, but beyond that, like,
so we do know there are some differences with the final smashes.
Right.
Yeah, because Toon Link keeps his Triforce Slash, but Adult Link now has his arrow.
And we don't know what young Link does.
But I do hope it's Fierce Deity.
He might have, imagine if he turned into Fierce Deity and just destroyed everybody.
Yeah, that would be cool, and it would be an awesome way to like differentiate him from the other Links as well, and it's something totally unique to young Link and Majora's Mask.
And Toon Link was in the demo, so we don't know the full extent of what's changed, but we do see these little tidbits in the trailers. Hopefully we'll see more soon.
Yeah. And next up we have
some music.
Some new music. Pikmin's main theme, and it was the kind of music that you heard, I believe, on the title screen.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was arranged by Hideki Sakamoto.
And if you didn't know who that was, you might note that if you go back to the music page, the main theme for Smash Ultimate, that really nice crescendo, that's also done by Mr. Sakamoto. And he also did the music for a lot of compilations for Yakuza, the series I think 2 and 3, along with some other composers. But yeah, definitely the Smash Ultimate theme is like really awesome. So the more music he gets to compose, please.
It is definitely a cool composition of the music. It includes some guitar. It sounds a little bit more like rock heavy, which is pretty cool to hear from a Pikmin theme.
Yeah, usually Pikmin's really sad and like melancholy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with a little more upbeat one.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. So definitely go listen to that. But next up, we have a new stage. Well, not actually a new stage, but
new as in it hasn't been around for a bit.
Yeah, Summit from Ice Climbers.
Right, I think that one was in Brawl because Melee had the Icicle Mountain, which no one liked. Unless you had a jumpy fighter, because it always went up. This one goes down, but you stay on the screen when it happens, thankfully. So yeah, it starts with the top of a Icicle Mountain, and you slide down on this huge incline into the water. And a lot of the stage elements have icy floors, which can make it difficult to kind of get your footing.
Which is interesting because Ice Climbers actually can't slip on this stage.
They have the home team advantage. Especially if you fall into the water, where a giant angry fish will come and eat you.
Which is weird because that fish is originally from Balloon Fighter and would eat balloon fighters if they got too close to the water in versus Balloon Fighter.
I guess he just wants to eat whatever he can find.
He's a jerk. That fish is a jerk. Don't go in the water.
I don't like him.
Nope.
And then I think eventually that the mountain just erupts again from the ocean to revert back to its original setting. So it's a kind of fun little moving stage that you're always centered on.
There are a lot of hazards, like especially when it's moving. If you jump off the right side of the stage, you can very easily get carried away.
Kind of like in Big Blue, where it's like if you're on the road, you're dead.
Yes, exactly. And if you're on the left, you can then get hit and smacked by the top of the mountain, and that can KO you as well.
Not fun.
A lot of hazards to look out for, and also if you have items on, some food will appear, the same kind of food that would appear in Ice Climbers.
That's cool.
But if you have all items off, that won't happen.
Put items on. Don't be a jerk.
Unless you're fighting for something important, in which case you got to do 4-stock Final Smash Fox only. But
Destination, not Summit.
Did I say Final Summit?
No, I mean I said you should.
Oh no, I was like, oh no. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And next up we have another fighter that was introduced in Smash 4 as DLC, Ryu from Street Fighter.
Can you play as him? Sure you can.
Oh no!
Please cut that.
No, don't cut it.
Kidding.
Keep that in. That is the best joke of the day. I have crowned Brendan the best joker.
Please don't. You're making no.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was a DLC fighter for Smash 4, and now he's free in the game. That's so awesome. I didn't play him as him too much because by that time I was kind of moving on to other things. But he does have that really cool thing where Sakai was very faithful to interpreting a 2D fighting game character into Smash, and that he keeps his button inputs for a lot of his special moves. So you can use side B or down B or regular B, or you can do the directional inputs and then attack into a special move. And it allows him to cancel a lot of stuff too. So he can auto cancel out of his ground attacks. I think he can auto cancel out of aerial attacks now too. And in addition, they mentioned that one change over the last game is that now, if you're in a 1v1 setting, he will automatically turn to face whoever he's fighting, just like in Street Fighter,
That's
which means
cool.
that there's a lot less accidental inputs because you'll always be facing towards that person and fighting towards that person. It also means that when you're 1v1 against like Shulk, he won't be able to backslash you because he can't hit your back.
Yeah.
Or Robin's Nosferatu can't do the fullest effect. Like they'll still do damage, but their most damage comes from if an enemy's looking from behind, which he now has the ability to stop. But that means that I don't know if you summon an assist trophy, will he still face the opponent and not the assist trophy? Because then he can get blindsided very easily.
Yeah.
Since you'll only have his back aerials and backward smash, forward smash to try and hit them. Might be harder, or against like Luma and Rosalina, or Pikmin from Olimar. I don't know how it's going to work out. So there might be some parts where it's better to have that 1v1 always looking, and some parts where it's not.
I guess we'll have to see. And he does seem to be just a more technical character as well. Like I know you can perform a Hadouken if you do a certain tilt inputs.
They almost look like there was a part in the character trailer where he looks like he goes into a Hadouken and then cancels into his final smash.
Yes.
Which is like I forget, it's a really fancy word for the Shoryuken.
Yeah.
It's like his final Shoryuken. So it looks like you can cancel into a final smash, which is like kind of crazy. I don't know.
He's a cool character.
He's a very cool character.
I kind of want to give him a second chance. Like you said, I didn't play with him very much because he came out at like very late in the game, and I was always already very comfortable with the characters I had been playing as.
Do you think we'll get a Ken Shadow?
We 100% need to get a Ken Shadow now that you bring that up, and I really hope we do. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, let's get some more reps in there.
Yeah, just get another voice actor. It's no big deal. And finally, we are on to our biggest announcement of the week that we mentioned earlier, Isabelle.
Thank you very much.
From Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Yeah.
The 3DS game.
I was so happy to see her included. I know she's not like the biggest requested character, but she is definitely a very big fan favorite for the Nintendo community, and especially Animal Crossing. She is not an Echo Fighter, a villager, though she does share a lot of moves that have a similar tendency. For instance, her dash attack, whereas Villager has a potted plant, she has a jar, which comes with the jars from Zelda a little bit, which is kind of funny. She also has the up B that's very similar. She has the balloons, but she has it on a swing, whereas the Villager has like the balloon trip balloons, but I'm sure they can still be popped. Her forward smash, I think it looked like she had like the little firework popper, which is different because Villager had the bowling ball.
Yeah.
But then Villager had for his down up smash, he would loose some rockets in front of him, whereas it looks like Isabelle just puts on a stop sign and says, nope.
Nope. And this is you got all of this from her reveal trailer because they haven't come out with a character trailer for her specifically.
Yeah, it's hidden in the archives of the site itself, but we'll probably touch on that next week, but we kind of really want to just Isabelle.
Yeah.
But just from her reveal trailer, all these moves are shown off too. Another thing was that she has her neutral aerial, whereas Villager has a spin attack. She does a twirling pom-pom attack.
Okay.
And then she doesn't have the Villager's ability to ride on Lloyd. When he gets on the gyro and he flies off, he can jump off at any time, which is interesting because she has a fishing rod attack where she can pull someone to her almost like a grab, but she also has her bug net.
The combo potentials.
Yeah, so I wonder though that because she doesn't have that horizontal recovery, that if her up B balloons go vertical, or can she orient them, or can her fishing rod grapple the ledges like a hook shot?
There are a lot of possibilities. I am excited to play as her. I mean, I did like playing as the Villager. I mean, I just had a lot of fun planting trees because I thought it was ridiculous, but...
They both do have the pocket ability, which is really nice. It's their neutral B. They can just take any projectile and throw it back at you, or just take an item and hold on to it for later, which is really neat. One last thing is she doesn't have the ability to water and plant a tree, which I think is so cool with the Villager, because it allows him, no matter what is currently happening, if it's just a regular down P, he plants. The second one is a watering, and the third one is the chopping the tree, but you can still use the axe somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where she doesn't have that ability, instead she plants a gyroid in the ground, which then launches upward, not doing the horizontal one. So I kind of wonder if that can work in the air, or if it's only a ground planting move, kind of like the initial down B for Villager.
I guess we'll just have to see. As you can see, we have a lot of questions about Isabelle because we haven't been able to play as her, and we haven't really seen uncut gameplay video of her
But I do
either.
like the new move she has. Like,
Yeah.
I like the variation. It
Yeah.
does differentiate. She's kind of like a Dr. Mario. She's very similar to Mario, or Villager in this case, but she has her own moves that set her apart.
Yes. And she's really cute and really adorable. I'm gonna be honest.
Gonna give it her best.
I have no idea how you predicted that. Like, no clue whatsoever. Like, I don't think. Out of all of the lists I've looked at of most wanted Smash characters, Isabelle has never been on one.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen plenty
I
of
don't
them
like.
as well.
I see Banjo like Kazooie. Like I see like Isaac from Golden Sun. Like I see a bunch of like.
There are people, a lot of
kind
Isaac fans.
Yeah.
Also, probably interesting to note that Isabelle is another character who was an assist trophy, along with Dark Samus and Little Mac. And she was also one of the only characters to have a Mii Fighter costume that was DLC in the last game, along with
Maybe-
King K. Rool
Oh man, maybe those were so
and
popular.
the Inklings.
Okay.
So there's a kind of a
There's a
theme
trend.
here.
So what's the
but
next one?
I don't know, because we've also seen some other characters. I think
Monster
Isaac.
Hunter Fighters.
Monster Hunter Fighters had
That
him too.
armor was in there.
So, I mean, if you want to follow that
trend.
route, who knows who's next? But someone. We're not done yet, I'm sure of that.
So that is all we have for week 13 of our Smash updates. Make sure to keep it here on IGN for everything else Nintendo and Smash and all of your video game needs.